Hey everybody, welcome back to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. On today's episode, we are going to pack this here Highland Tactical backpack as a bug out bag. This is a very budget-friendly bag. I found this bag at TJ Maxx for $35. It's a really big tactical pack. It's got lots of pockets, lots of slots, lots of MOLLE webbing. So we're going to pack it up with some of the extra prepper items I have laying around. And this will be a kit for somebody who needs one. You know, in an SHTF situation, if somebody shows up and they don't have anything and I care about them, I could potentially hand them this bag and they should be okay with the contents that are in it. So let's get started packing. Alright guys, before we get started packing, I figure I'll give you guys a lowdown of everything that's going to go in here. This is a Sawyer Mini water filter, and I also have the squeeze bags with it, the back flush kit, and the instructions. And I store all of this in this dry sack. The reason for that is that once you use this filter, you need to keep it from freezing. If it freezes, it will crack and break. So once all this gets used, I'll put this in the dry sack, roll it up, and keep it in an inside pocket of a jacket to keep it from freezing. So that's why the dry sack's there, and it's kind of handy to store all of that stuff in beforehand. Let's see what's next on the kit here. DD multicam 3x3 tarp. This thing's super handy, super waterproof. It's not, it's not as big as the 4x4 that I had, obviously, but this thing works exceptionally well. And like I said, you can make a tent out of these things. You can use it as a cover for a hammock. It's multiple use, and they're super duper handy. So this is definitely a staple in the kit. I have hammock straps. And I also have a cheap $35 Walmart Equip hammock with bug net. Those are handy. So that's your sleeping arrangements for this bag. And then compass, obviously. Some survival tabs. There's 2 packs of these here. Keep you moving. I have a small kit here full of cordage and tent stakes. And those will go hand in hand with the hammock and the rain fly. Really handy to have all that. What else have I got here? We have a fishing kit that I put together, a couple of bobbers, some hooks, some old weights, and a good bit of, I believe one is 8-pound and one is 12-pound test fishing line. In a survival situation, you really don't want to use light line. You're going to want to bring in anything that you catch, so a heavier duty line will work better, in my opinion, for an SHTF situation. And yeah, that's a little fishing kit and an old screwdriver set. Cutting tool, just a sharp little knife. You can never go wrong. Everybody asks me, what's the best knife to carry? A sharp one. A sharp one is the best one to carry. A dull knife does you no good and is probably going to get you hurt rather than a sharp knife. Let's see what else we got here. Cotton bandana. That's many uses in a cotton bandana. And then I have this here fire making kit. This one's pretty inclusive. This is a little bit of char cloth, some dry like jute in there, stormproof matches. This right here is a fire piston. If you guys have never seen a fire piston, Google it. Check out YouTube. Fire pistons are pretty cool. It's a great way to make fire. This is a pocket bellows, and that'll help you keep your fire going. They're extendable, and it's a fire breather. Breathe some life into your fire. Can opener and a ferro rod, some wet fire, matches, a little bit of cordage. The inside of that cordage can be used as tinder if you need to. I also included some fat wood. There's some extra O-rings there for the fire piston, and some grease for those O-rings. And last but not least, a Stanley metal container and a small stove with solid fuel tablets. They're pretty handy. It's a nice little kit. It folds up really well, and that's about the gist of what's going in the bag. So let's start to stuffing. All right, guys, this whole fire kit here breaks down into this little tin, and I like to compartmentalize all my storage. It keeps me a little better organized. You know, when you open up your bag, you don't want everything falling out at you at once. So this guy goes in there, and then it stores in here. This little guy, same thing, stores right inside of here. Some matches on the top, and you have yourself a self-contained fire kit. This guy obviously needs a little tweaking to get it to close. Come on, get in there, sucker. Boom, fishing kit. That's as simple as zip it up. This guy I will actually wrap in the cotton bandana, which will help cut down on some of that noise in your pack when you're walking. Trick is to not draw a lot of attention and quiet these things down as best that you can. It's not much, but it definitely deadens the sound a little bit. And back to the dry sack with the water filter in it. Put everything back in the bag. Important to have all the components for that. And the dry sack part really isn't important right now, but like I said, afterwards you're going to want something, a Ziploc bag, a small dry pack, something to keep that water filter in, from keeping you from getting soaked and keep it from freezing. All right, there we go. The compass and the knife will keep out of the main compartment of the bag, and let's see how she fits. With the hammock and the rain fly in first. Those are two of the heavier items in this kit, so we'll put them down at the bottom of our bag here. Get those in there, and then we'll do our tent stakes and cordage right next to those. Put our water filter right here on top. Our tree straps right in there with those. Let's see, we'll stick our container in here also. Survival tabs we'll put in this this mesh pocket up here, so they're easy to find, easy to get to. It's not a full-length mesh compartment, but that's plenty right there. Here's our fire making kit in there. Our fishing kit we'll put with the rest of our food. That's just gonna fit nice in there. And that's about it for the main compartment, guys. There's actually a lot more room in this bag than I thought. And we'll put our compass right in here, and our cutting tool right in there. I do have some wool blankets that I would wrap in extra heavy duty garbage bags and attach those actually right to the outside of this bag with the lashing straps here. But wow, there's still a whole lot of room in that bag, guys. Wow, I'm pretty impressed. For a cheapo $35 bag, this thing's got a lot of room. The zippers are pretty heavy duty, 1000 denier Kadura, You really can't beat it for the price, guys. But there you go. That's a, I don't know, probably $100, $125 bug out bag right there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for checking out Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival.